Hi guys, how are you today? I'm in a really good mood. Can't tell you why, but I will tell you as soon as I'm allowed. Okay, so I don't know how I get to do paid partnerships or anything like that. I don't have a link tree to Amazon, any of those things. I just know the products that I use that I like and I wanted to share. A lot of people are saying that they follow me. Oh, I was in the middle of vacuuming. You see, this is what ADHD does. Anyways, a lot of people that follow me have said that I'm their mentor when it comes to sourdough. So what items do you need to make sourdough? Well, first off, you need ingredients. So you need a good quality, and I know that people can use all-purpose flour if you want, and if you can't afford to use a really good quality flour, that you're on a budget, sure, use what you can afford, and all-purpose flour will work. But if you want the absolute best quality sourdough that you can, try to use a little better flour and a good quality salt, and use filtered water. Okay? That's the best quality. You want the bacteria to be pure. You want the proteins to work in your favor in order to get the best quality starter and bread dough. So, having said that, a few of the products that I like, now you don't have to have all these to make bread. I started out with a glass bowl, a spatula. I used my hands to mix my bread dough. And that's it when I was a kid, right? When I started the sourdough journey, I ordered a few of the things that other mentors said were essential, and not essential, but help with your journey. So I'm going to highlight those for you. The first thing that I started with when I started my journey, of course, was ingredients, which I just said to you what you would need, right? And then I ordered a few things, and some of them are still in Mazatlan, so I don't have my metal bench scraper here or my plastic bowl scraper. I don't have that here, but those were two of the things that I bought in a kit right off the bat, and a wooden handled Dutch whisk. Those are in Mazatlan. So in Shoe Swap, I needed more here. I did buy I burnt this on a burner that was still on and I didn't know it. Anyways, I did order a round one of these bannetons and the Bedard oval one. It comes with a liner, and you properly prep these, and it comes with a liner, and of course you use the liner inside of the banneton. Now a lot of people don't, they just put it directly into the banneton, but I find that the bannetons mold if you do it that way. So save your banneton, get lots of use out of it, rinse the liner out after each use, or it too will mold. Okay? So I ordered that. I ordered a wooden handle, and it came with the round one too. And I ordered the wooden handle Dutch whisk, the bench scraper, and the plastic bowl scraper as a kit. It didn't come with oh yes, it did. And it also came with a lom, a wooden handled lom that you slip the blade onto this little metal piece on the end. It's not the best. It's part of a kit, so it's very inexpensive, and you get all that in a kit off of Amazon. Okay, so there's that. When I got to the Shoe Swap and I realized that I wasn't going to have those things here too to make bread. Oh, and I also ordered these separately. These are the 1 liter size Weck jars, and this is my discard, And I also ordered it, it was a 2-pack, 1-liter Weck jars for Fred, my starter. Okay? So that's another thing that I would order for sure. These jars, I've never had mold. I rarely get hooch. So I feel that, and then you can take that rubber seal off and use just the glass lid when you're in the rising part of your starter prep. After feeding and letting it rise, you want a little bit of air or gas to escape, so you just use the glass lid on top. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Now, like I said, when I got here, and I had this old shaker for my rice flour that I put on top of the sourdough. I baked a loaf today. This is the rice flour. And these are the blisters that I've told you guys you need to get on your crust. This is for dinner for tonight. So to make those beautiful loaves, these things help. So now I use this as my shaker. You just fill it with the rice and just tap, tap, tap this way over and shake it, and it spreads it just really nice. And this is how you fill it. I really like that. I use this as my lamb here. I ordered this separately because I thought I'd get more decorative. Try to. I'm still not there yet. But the blade comes right out of the inside, and you just twist it to bring the blade out and then put it away for safety. So then I decided I wanted to get these things to put in the Dutch oven. And I also bought myself a 6-liter Dutch oven. But these work really good. They're silicone, and they work really good for putting your dough on and then putting it inside the Dutch oven without burning yourself. I also moved to silicone bedards. And the first time I used it, I didn't like it at all. Second and third time, I did put a little bit of rice flour in the bottom and made sure to keep pulling the dough away from the sides while it was cold proofing, and they didn't stick the second time. So I now really like, because of the way they store, these bedards, but bannetons. Okay, so there's that. Then I needed something else for here, and I didn't want the Dutch whisk that I got because it didn't have the openings like this one that I could get all the dough. It was tight, 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 and it's very hard to get clean with bread dough on here. And this is what I now use instead of my hands, and I prefer the Dutch whisk instead of my hands. Okay, so I ordered a kit, and it's called Bread Smart. And I have used this banneton before, and the only time I really use it is when I'm doing an open bake on a baking sheet and not in a Dutch oven, because it's too long to go into my Dutch oven. But this Bread Smart kit came with a plastic banneton and liner. So I do use this for open bakes. A bench scraper. I'm not as keen on this one, so I'm going to call it a bowl scraper. And even then, it's a little too thick to do a good job of cleaning the bowl. So I'd order these separately, a bench scraper and a plastic one. You can buy those separately in a kit. And it also came with a lame and razor blades. This is the straight edge, and I have cut myself, so be careful when you open these. And this is the curved to get more of an ear. Okay? And that works pretty good. And like I said, it came with a Dutch whisk that you can actually clean properly. Use really, really, really hot water to clean bread dough off of your hands, your bowl, your banneton, whatever. Okay? And your countertop. Because otherwise it's like glue. And it also came with a little spatula to mix your starter. I now use this to mix my starter. It is beautiful wood. As you guys know, I have a collection of wooden utensils that I absolutely love. So that's it. You can DM me for more information on these products.